heel again? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, this is what I do, right?
Like, Ospreay will fight back, because him and Okada
Will he,
are
though?
boys. Him and Okada are boys.
I mean, but he seems to enjoy being a heel, though, so... I mean, it's hard to make that guy a heel, because when you can fly,
you can't do that.
people don't generally dislike that, but... I don't know, I don't think he'll fight too hard.
Well, that's two groups that are now in flux. So.
Well, hopefully it ends itself quickly, because again, we got too much infighting going on within factions.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's kind of hard to have factions fighting other factions when they're fighting themselves.
Yeah, it's also distracting. Like, one at a time, guys.
And this Sunday, we'll be fighting Spirit Unleashed from America. Mm-hmm. So that's happening, and I think Death Before Dishonor is this week.
Oh, lovely.
We don't usually talk about weekly ROH TV, but we do cover the pay-per-views. So that's 2 pay-per-views this week.
Yes.
Look for it next week. Now we move to the full week that WWE will have for the next foreseeable future.
Yeah, so we got a busy week coming next week, too. Fuck me.
Yep. A little bit more, actually, because it's 2 extra shows
yeah.
on top of all this.
Yeah.
SmackDown Live, Miz TV.
Yes.
Big news, big news.
Yep.
The Miz, Daniel Bryan, Super Showdown. Winner gets a shot at the WWE Champion.
Fair enough.
What are you thinking?
Well, the Miz needs to win this.
Right?
Yes. First of all, as much as everyone wants Daniel Bryan versus AJ, that's not nearly as much fun as the Miz versus AJ. It's just not.
Now, of course, you can... The whole... It might be Daniel Bryan versus Samoan Joseph.
Yeah.
Like, Samoa Joe could take the title at Super Showdown, and we can get an ROH rematch of the American Dragon and the Samoan Submission Machine.
We could, but after the last one, I just don't see them giving it to Joe at the moment. I think they're going to keep holding on to AJ for a minute. I think they're going to leave it for Miz to take.
I mean, I don't even know when I said this. The whole Miz takes the title and Daniel Bryan beats him at WrestleMania. I said it a while ago, and it looks like they're grooming it.
I mean, that's the best way. I think that's the smartest way to go right now.
Like, 5 years later, after Daniel Bryan's triumphant conquering of Evolution.
Yes.
At WrestleMania 30. 5 years later, WrestleMania 35, the image of that show going off the air with Daniel Bryan holding the WWE title.
I'm sorry. That's a story that writes itself, and that's something that Vince McMahon is not a stupid man. This is exactly what he would do. So, you know, it just seems like the most obvious way to go in the best possible way.
Plus, it gives The Miz, like, he'll win it in, like, November.
Yeah.
And he'll have November, December, and then he'll have it till April. That's a good little run. The Miz does not need to be champion for a year.
A 4 or 5 month run is nothing to sneeze at for the Miz.
And it won't be a joke like his last time.
No.
He had a big guest though, big guest.
Yes, got a huge guest.
Like call in favors.
He couldn't believe he was able to get this guest, and I think about the 3rd or 4th time he started like really humming and hawing who it was. I was like, okay, so it's his wife.
Yeah. It's his wife.
And it's his wife. Who knew?
And it's Maurice.
Yes.
Saying that she's going home.
Yep.
Mama's going home.
Yep.
To take care of Monroe Sky and be Mother of the Century, according to The Miz.
Yes.
Daniel Bryan. He calls out Daniel Bryan. Like a heel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Heels don't usually do that, but all right. And Daniel Bryan comes out.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad they didn't just get a little person.
Yeah, because that's what I thought they were going to do.
Because I don't think you can do that anymore.
I don't think so, but that's what I thought they were going to do, because as soon as they were just like, I'm calling you out, I'm like, okay, heels, like you said, heels don't call people out, so I'm like, okay, so it's a little guy with a beard, a fake beard preferably. And, no, it's actually Daniel Bryan. I mean, it's still a little guy with a beard, but not the right guy. And I was like, why? Like, it absolutely. And
he comes under the ring, and they fight.
Yeah.
And then Maurice takes a bump.
Yeah.
And is down.
And now we understand.
And I'm like,
yeah.
She was literally in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Like last Sunday.
Yeah. But,
when did she become delicate like flour?
As I've pointed out to you, we have specific rules on WWE television. If you're in referee gear or civilians, you are now fragile. If you're wearing ring gear, you can take a bump. But if you are not, you will break like glass.
Now, granted, it was all a ruse, right? Like, she wasn't actually hurt and Daniel Bryan, The Miz got the better of him.
Well, he didn't actually.
But he didn't. That's the thing. Like, he kind of got the better of him, and then Daniel Bryan still won.
Which
and then he actually ran into Maurice, and then that's when The Miz was like, oh my god, I actually hit her for real this time.
Yeah, which was...
And she took another bump.
And then again, broken again. This was very awkward and weird.
It took forever.
It did. It was...
Like, Daniel Bryan was like, I am so sorry, I am so sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, even though you were literally fighting these people a week ago.
Again, different kind of gear. Apparently, ring gear, even though women wear they wear about the same as men do, it's still somehow body armor. It protects you from the fall.
I don't know. I'll tell that to Liv Morgan, but we'll get there.
Oh, we will.
Cesaro
defeating
Kofi Kingston with a Gotch neutralizer, which you haven't seen in a while.
No, that was kind of awesome.
Good for Cesaro. Good win there. Mm-hmm. Good match, too.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know what that thing Kofi did where he was bouncing on the top and then he kind of just let himself go.
Yeah.
I love Xavier Woods. I didn't even know what that was, but it was great.
He has done it once before.
He did. I remember.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, it's weird, but I like it.
It's weird how Kofi Kingston mind works.
Yeah.
Rusev Day in the back.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, Rusev's been given a United States title opportunity, even though he lost his tag team title match.
It's literally to set up the story.
Yeah.
There is no other reason for this
Because then he was totally like, yes, of course I will win Aiden, because you won't be involved. Mm-hmm. Like, so you're fighting again. Okay.
Yeah. Hates him again because of last week's shenanigans-ish.
Randy in the truck.
Yeah.
Getting real uncomfortably close to that truck guy.
That smacked of a little bit of Heidenreich and Michael Cole.
Like his hand on his shoulder, like, show it again. Pull up the footage. You know what I can do to you if you don't? And he's like, you're hurting me, Mr.
Yeah, it was a bit rapey.
Like, hey, man, leave fucking Corky alone.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's a PG show, guys.
Like, he got real,
like... I feel like he's gonna offer him an ice cream sundae. That's a reference to a show from the 70s. Don't mind me.
He's sicker?
Yeah, a little bit.
Somehow?
I think he's becoming a psychopath now, which
I
like.
Like, even more than the bald Randy Orton that, like, DDT'd Stephanie in front of a handcuffed Triple H and then kissed her.
Yeah.
Which is something you definitely can't do anymore.
No, you cannot. But I like this version of Randy
this
Orton
guy's
better,
putting fucking tools in people's ears and...
It was funny.
Improperly bad touching people.
I can't remember. It's one of those things where, like, Randy Orton as a sick, sadistic psychopath kind of works for me. And I'm like, I wonder what that says about me. But
I said this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, the reason why Randy Orton is shining right now is because they're letting him be him.
Yeah.
This is what Randy Orton is supposed to be.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be smiling.
He's not a good guy.
No.
He's never been a good guy. Mm-hmm. He's always been best as a heel, and he's been better than best when he's allowed to be a sadistic heel.
Yeah, and as much as PG
because he's methodical, and he's,
creepy.
Slow, and he's a fucking snake.
Everything he does seems rapey.
The reason why they call this guy a snake is because he's a fucking slimy bastard.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
So it'll be interesting to see who his next victim is, because I don't know if it's going to be Jeff. Because he was supposed to be on the show, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, he was on the show in footage alone.
Yeah, like, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe the injuries are finally catching up to him, where they're just like, hey, Jeff, you ready for the match? Yeah. No, you're going to sit here.
Yeah.
You know?
AJ interviewed, kind of says it is what it is, like, kind of didn't talk about tapping out or whatever, but he just, like...
He mentioned it. He's
the rules are the rules, and I'm still champ.
He literally mentioned it. He was just sort of like, yeah, it happened. Bad luck for Joe, but the referee's ruling stands, and I always go, since when? We're perfectly fine overturning the referee's rule on a consistent basis.
AJ talking like a face.
Yeah. Like, the fuck, guys? At least if you're going to be inconsistent, be inconsistent consistently.
I don't know if the face wrestler should be like, that's tough shit for Joe.
Yeah. I know he's got a legitimate gripe, and he technically did win, but fuck him. I'm the champ.
Like a good guy. United States title match. Shinsuke Nakamura. Rusev. Good enough match.
Yeah.
Solid match.
It was good for what it was.
Shinsuke gets the win because of Aiden.
Yeah.
Being distracting.
I mean, the
usual.
match was actually better than it needed to be, considering it was only here for one reason. So.
And then as soon as Rusev lost...
Well, we skipped over.
Oh, well, he was talking shit.
Yeah, he was talking shit, and then Lana was okay. This is a weird way to do this, but yeah, apparently, like after back to when Rusev was cutting the promo, he told Aiden he can't be there, and he's like, Aiden turns to some production guys, just like, can you believe that asshole? I've done everything for him. If anyone's a bitch, it's his wife. Fuck that shit. She's fucking horrible. And he turns around, she's right there. He's like,
well, the PA guy's like one of those points, like
dude.
And she's standing there like, I'm telling Rusev.
Yeah. And she didn't get a chance because Rusev kind of shrugged her off when she was just like, Rusev, I have to tell you something.
Not now.
Not now. I have to prepare for a match. And
then he loses, and then fucking Aiden attacks. Mm-hmm. But he looks regretful about it.
He kind of does, sort of like it. Literally, but I think what's going to end up happening is he's going to be like, "I didn't want to do it, but you brought it on yourself." I think it's going to be that kind of shit. No,
because on his Twitter, it's Happy Aiden Day.
Oh, then I got nothing.
And it's whatever the Chicago Blues and Blacks or whatever is his flag is Chicago.
So. I got nothing. No.
So there you go.
But it would have been fine.
AJ defeats Almas, and Joe attacks at the end, and Almas is going to be a future WWE champion.
Yeah, I think we proved that, because this was a somewhat short match, and both of them still made it look like 5-star.
Man, he did that flip, the double flip.
Yep.
Took the bump into the knees, and just that bump he bounced off AJ's knees and sold like a champion.
It was so good that I literally looked at it and went, ow, first of all, ow for Almas, but because what the fuck? And then I look at it and go, is AJ's knees okay? Because he went full force into them. That seems like bad on everybody's level. But, so good.
You know he didn't want the double tranquilo pose with Vega initially?
Really? Why?
And I think one of the producers like, no, do it. I think it was Road Dogg. I think it was Road Dogg's like, no, that thing you did?
Yeah.
Do that every week.
Yeah.
And people fucking pop every time they do it.
Because it's awesome.
Because it's fucking Zelina Vega posing on the ring apron, and no one's going to complain about that.
Wonder why people like that.
Asuka defeats Billie Kay, and they're going to fight in Australia, and the Iconics are going to get the biggest ovation.
Yeah. Cool.
Like the heels that they are.
Heels in their hometown always get
Buddy
cheered.
Murphy's going to get cheered too.
Buddy Murphy's going to get the
Buddy Murphy better win the
fucking
title.
If he doesn't, I'm burning this mother down.
What are we doing?
As much as I love Cedric, what are we doing? I know it's the the whole thing of like, oh, you never lose in your hometown or never win in your hometown, but seriously, guys, come on.
When do you ever go to Australia?
Yeah, like
he's basically on another planet.
Yeah, he's never gonna have this again.
Becky celebration. It's kind of funny, like, oh, Paige, you kind of went all out, huh? No balloons, no,
It did seem like for a second there, Paige didn't realize she was being sarcastic, though, which made me laugh so hard, because it was just sort of like...
Oh, I did go all out, thank you.
Paige smiled for a second, and it was... I'm hoping it was on purpose, where she kind of just went, oh, yeah, oh, wait a minute.
Bitch.
Like, I want that to be on purpose, because I was like, that was technically one of the best choices I've seen any of these people make.
Calls out Charlotte. Charlotte wants to shake her. You were the better woman, but like I'm totally going to beat you in Australia.
Like clearly.
And then she turned around, and I think she said like one of those like, "Well, you want to hit me," or whatever. And then
bitch.
And then ooh.
Like, apparently saying bitch in the PG era is terrible.
Oh.
Like I say bitch on a regular basis.
It's like this is not even the first time she said bitch. She called her a bitch in Toronto.
Yeah, we were there. It was awesome.
And then they fought, and then Becky got the upper hand, and people are still going to be cheering, even though Becky's still the heel.
Yeah. She's trying... God bless her.
God, she is trying her best to have this,
Not even just that. On, like, interviews and shit like that, she's, bless her, she's trying her hardest to be like, oh, well, maybe it's like the Stone Cold Steve Austin thing. It's like, no.
Oh, she's like,
she's trying to play it off as best she possibly can, but it's just, there's nothing you can do.
Like, that could work.
Yeah.
Like, if she was the face, but she's still acting like this, like Steve Austin, that works. But you're not doing that.
No.
You're supposed to be the heel, and you're trying your best. This isn't Becky. This isn't even the crowd. This is just the company not reading the room.
Not just sort of going, hey, guys.
Read the room, guys.
Yeah. No matter what we do, we can't seem to get them to boo Becky.
So in Australia, I'm going to say this again.
Yes.
Double switch.
Yeah.
Just double switch.
You can turn her into Austin, by the way. by doing that. You could literally do that. Where she still has the same attitude
she's still badass.
And fuck you all. But she does it to heels. And everyone